While doing COS, this question struck me suddenly. Towards realization, one set of people go towards fullness, and one set goes towards emptiness. For example, in this path to my understanding, we go towards the emptiness, whereas in some other paths, like the Devi traditions, they were talking about fullness with the mantra, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamuchadayat. That meaning that Brahman is whole, this creation is also whole. From that whole, Brahman only, this whole has come out of creation. But even though this whole has come out of that whole, yet that whole remains whole only, i.e. Brahman remains unaffected, retains its fullness and completeness. Would like to request Guruji to throw some light on these two extremes, emptiness and fullness. Well, they're not two extremes. They're one. Unless they're the wholeness of oneness, which is separately divided, which people see separately divided. All things come together to make a whole. Like quantum, and each part and particle is whole within itself. Okay? If you subdivide it, it's still whole. But that's still oneness. Okay? And when one goes beyond oneness into Brahman, then it has no longer any substance. Therefore we say it's empty in nature. But it's whole and complete. Doesn't mean that nothing exists. Empty is in void, devoid. One cannot grasp with the mind what is Brahman. It has more reality, more substance than anything that is here, but it's not concrete. It's not an object to be viewed. There is not subject-object there. It's not, I'm going to go and look at Brahman and come back and tell the world about it. No. There is only Brahman at that point. There is no you. The illusion of a you, of an I, of an ego is shattered. It's gone, dissolved, never existed. What a fallacy. Brahman is not something viewed with any of the senses, the sense organs. You're not going to be in meditation and have a vision of Brahman. You're not going to go see Brahman sitting on a throne, okay? It's not a persona. Therefore, it's beyond speech, because all speech is dualistic. Therefore, it cannot be spoken of accurately what it is, and what realization is, and what remains, and what that consciousness is like. It's gone beyond this idea of solid object and subject, and all of that is, yes, the eyes will see people sitting here. But the consciousness is only aware of that Brahman, which has no other. Not one that can be subdivided. It's beyond one. That's why I say it's the zero. But the zero gives value to all that is. Okay? So a lot of paths, they talk about the wholeness, they talk about, I'm going to the whole. A lot of times they're talking about oneness. Okay? When we talk about emptiness, we're not talking about devoid, blank, nothing. We're talking about it's no thing. It's not a thing. Not that it's empty, it has no value. It gives value to everything. If it were not in place, there would be not the possibility for a world to exist. By its very nature, the laws of karma are in effect. The workings of the world are in effect by its very nature. But yet it has no cognition of a world. Oh, God's thinking about me and thinking about... No. God has no cognition of people or anything. Its only cognition is just what it is. So this cannot be related. But you can't pull a fast one on God either, because God is the center of your being. So how to explain this? The great mystery. With realization now, a lot of the mysteries are blown out, but the great mystery always remains. How did that first projection take place? That first projection, which is love, which is then dividing, self-dividing within itself. Great mystery. I'm not going to give you some bullshit answer. Don't know how it happens, how it takes place. Simply it does. The great mystery. Life is mystery. Enjoy the mystery. Enjoy the dream. Sure, why not?